And so we return to the question. Here is the work in which he shows what are the foundations in the Quran of Muslim society. Are we a people who are following the Quran? Many of those who are my critics, sometimes not so very respectful critics, claim to be a people of the Quran and the Sunnah. We are the people of the Quran and the Sunnah, and you are the people of Bid'ah. You are the people of Shirk. And because my teacher of blessed memory was a Sufi Sheikh, they take out every single weapon in the armory for me. And so we ask today, those who say that we are the people of the Quran and Sunnah, can I take a look at your wallet, if you have one? Do you mind my looking and see what kind of money are you using? Is this the Quran? And is this the Sunnah? You've got to use this every time you buy and sell. You've got to use this to store the value of your wealth. You have to use this when you have to measure the value of things. Because this is what you have accepted as money. But when I use the Quran and I use the Sunnah, having studied international monetary economics at 2 universities, I have come to the conclusion that this is bogus, that this is fraudulent, that this is haram, and that this has been brought into being by our most dangerous enemies and has been used. They're not going to be using it for much longer again because they don't need it anymore. They have something better coming to replace it. And has been used to function as a vehicle of the economic and financial impoverishment, exploitation, and enslavement of the masses around the world. This is not Quran. This is not Sunnah. I want to say to you tonight, my critics, this is Bid'ah. But you have eyes, you cannot see. We just concluded yesterday an international conference on riba here in Kuala Lumpur. And I was so happy to find scholars who had come from abroad, who were not Muslims, and who spoke with such great integrity and proclaimed the truth about the monetary system. And they who came from abroad, like Hugo Salinas Price from Mexico, when they heard Dr. Muhammad Mahathir speak on Monday morning to address that conference on money, they were amazed that this man is a secular nationalist politician. He never went to Al-Azhar University. He's not a sheikh, and yet he is more accurate. And he spoke with greater truth about the monetary system today, the former leader of Malaysia. And yet, all of us, including Imran Hussein, we are all using this paper, and we cannot get out of it. If we had the Quran and the Sunnah, we would know what is money in Islam, and we would not be asleep concerning the bogus and fraudulent and utterly haram money that we are using now. And we would not be asleep when the enemy brings the electronic money or digital money, which is now replacing it. But this is not the subject of my lecture tonight. How riba has been used to enslave us.